Hey guys, how's it going? So today I have some Marvel Cinematic news for you guys. So according to Bleeding Cool News and comicbook.com, there is a rumor that the MCU is developing an Ironheart slash Riri Williams movie to replace Iron Man in the MCU. Now, I know a lot of people, when they heard that, were upset. They were saying that Marvel's becoming full SJW, the MCU is going to be ruined by SJW trash. And my thoughts on it is this. What people need to realize is that the MCU does not translate directly from the comics, meaning the way characters are in the comics and the way they behave and the way that they are made, like their origin stories, all of that is generally switched and changed in the MCU. So before people start jumping off board of the MCU because of this story or this rumor, they should keep that in mind, that the MCU is a separate entity from the comics. So the Riri Williams of the MCU won't be probably the same Riri Williams of the comics. Now, with that said, I will say if they introduce Ironheart from the comics, this will be a fucking disaster because I like the concept of Riri Williams. I like the idea of her, but the character is fucking terrible. I mean, she is horrible. I mean, I would say she's a borderline sociopathic villain to a degree. So, hopefully, Marvel is aware that the current incarnation of Riri is fucking disliked and is a terrible character. So I hope that if she does get introduced into the MCU, that her character goes through a complete overhaul, that she has an absolutely different character. And the beautiful thing about Riri Williams is that she's a character that most people don't know about, and the people that do know about her, 90% in large, fucking hate her. So what that allows Marvel to do is that they can do anything to change her character for the better. I mean, most people are either asking for her to get killed off or for her to be changed entirely. Most people are asking for her to be killed off, actually. But most people are wanting her to be killed off or to have a complete character overhaul, which I think would be very well done in the MCU. I don't know when this will happen. I don't know if Iron Man will die in Avengers 4. What I hope will happen, and this is just my way I would do it, if they are dead set on introducing Riri Williams into the MCU, what I would do is I would not have her take over the mantle of Iron Man, because for one, the title is Iron Man, not Iron Woman to begin with, but second, stop replacing established characters with new characters. There's only one Iron Man. There's only one Captain America. There's only one of those iconic Avengers from the first films. Do not, change those characters to different characters. What I would do is I would have Tony Stark, assuming that he survives Avengers 4, I would have him realize that he's getting older, he wants to settle down, perhaps he has a family of Pepper Potts, or maybe he gets injured to the point where he can't be Iron Man anymore. Maybe he has to forcefully retire from being a superhero. And in his retirement, he decides that he wants to mentor someone, like perhaps, let's say, Spider-Man. If he doesn't come back, Spider-Man's dead, he wants to have a new apprentice, and he actually makes a legitimate Stark program where he's secretly using it to search for potential apprentices. And so happen Riri Williams is the prime candidate to become an apprentice, and he takes her under his wing, and she becomes a student, and then she develops her own persona, her own superhero identity, and we see her over maybe a few films develop her character to becoming a superhero, trial and error process, struggling with trying to, apply her intelligence to make something like an Iron Man suit or whatever. That's what I would do. I would have her as an apprentice, as a student of Tony Stark. That does not replace him, because no matter how good of a character she is, if she replaces Iron Man, people will by default detest her because she is replacing an iconic and loved character. So I would not do that. No matter what you do, if you replace her I mean, if you replace Iron Man with her, you're by default putting her at a disadvantage because people are going to already hate her despite what her character or her personality is. So hopefully Marvel, if they're dead set on doing this, does it in a way that makes it to where she's a character that can stand on her own and she's not relying on the Iron Man persona or the Iron Man title to give her a character boost or to give her character likability, because that will do the complete opposite. So that is my take. That is my opinion of what they should do with Riri Williams and my take on how I think she'll be interpreted into the MCU. So with that said, I will see you guys later, and until then, take it easy. See you later.